Everyone, my name is Megan Hughes, and I would like to welcome you to this session on design automation within the AEC industry. We're looking to design smarter and ultimately build faster. Just a little bit about myself and XD House itself. We are an award-winning digital construction consultancy specialized in algorithmic design and automation. So we're all about automation and we love efficiency. We're here to ultimately design workflow automation for the whole AEC industry, including the delivery team. We create customized plugins, and we're really interested in platform interoperability. In terms of myself, my name is Megan Hughes. I am the digital construction manager here at XD House. I lead the integration of advanced digital construction technology, and I have overall responsibility for the delivery of digital strategy at a project level. I've got a background in BIM and digital construction, come from a contracting background with a master's in global BIM management. Bit of background with XD House, and to give you a little bit of geographic data, we have offices in Dubai and London, and to give you a visual of our project footprint, we actually cover most of the continents, and on the along the side there you can see some of the projects that we selected that we are super proud of. And to give you an idea of the data, if you were to fly our whole project footprint, it would actually take you 36.5 hours. So we're really proud of the span that we've taken, considering that we are actually considered a startup business. So why am I talking to you guys today? I'll give you a bit of background. You know, the AEC industry is absolutely notorious for its complexities. You know, we're dealing with many intricate designs. We're dealing with intricate designs, tight deadlines, and ever-evolving client demands. And with a push towards digital transformation throughout the entire industry, you know, we're talking to developers here today, contractors and consultants in this session. There's really an increased pressure to deliver faster and more accurately with fewer resources. And this is where automation comes in. So automation isn't necessarily a replacement for our expertise. It's actually here to enhance and amplify what we're already capable of. So I'm going to demonstrate to you a little bit about what XD House does in terms of automation. As we already mentioned, you know, there's contractors, consultants and developers on the call today, and also attending the BIM Coordinator Summit. What we want to show you is how you can add automation to your workflow using the likes of a Dynamo and a Grasshopper, in order to find efficiencies and just get rid of all those manual tasks. So we're going to show you a few case studies today. We're going to take you through automation if you were a developer, and also if you were a consultant, which we understand there's a large number of you on the call today. So the first one here is master planning. So we were approached by a large developer, just to give you a backstory here, who wanted to automate their master planning. And what I mean by that is they were just taking master plans in their CAD format, and they were just playing around. There was a lot of wasted time, effort, and ultimately money being lost here. So they came to us to ask how we can sort of automate their processes, and ultimately save them money, to be honest. So we provided a few different scenarios, i.e. solar analysis, wind analysis, and also a view percentage analysis as well. And I'll give you a demonstration of this right now. I know you are going to be issued with the slides eventually, so you will have access to the video links where we've given public links for Loom. So one of the case studies was actually an environmental analysis here, and this was built just within Revit, which was the design authoring tool of the particular developer. They had an in-house master planning team, and they were using either CAD or Revit, and they really needed some assistance in their automation. Therefore, we were then able to take Rhino or more specifically Grasshopper, and create these automated tools using visual scripting. So you can see here, for example, you're taking a shadow analysis on the actual Revit tool by plugging in that Grasshopper visual script. And by doing that, you're able to generate a list of, you can not only visualize the shadows within your project, but you're also able to take a recording of those particular numbers and then generate it through an Excel spreadsheet, which is what I will show you shortly. Okay, that was master planning. Now, following on from what I was talking about with regards to the Excel spreadsheet, one of the most important things for the developers that we've spoken to, for example, is reporting and most specifically cost. They have a lot of master planning scenarios that they could pick, but it's not only just about the best design, it's also about the most cost efficient design. Therefore, what we're able to do, and you can see this GIF which is being generated on the screen right now, you're able to take those master plans, identify the plots, for example, could be plot size, it could be your view that you have received from the scenario or from the custom built API on the previous slide, and you're able to generate that and export it to an Excel spreadsheet. Because from experience, the first thing that any procurement manager or any cost consultant will do is usually ask for an Excel spreadsheet. So it's taking all of these fancy plugins, all of these fancy softwares that a lot of the usually design or digital team will use, and just turning it into a readable format that 99% of the industry will use. So one example of this is, again, taking a master planning design, and we created a specialized view analysis plugin here to Revit. And all they did was use the CAD plot to Excel function that we developed. See here, our team is clicking on the specific windows, and it shows you the view that you will get from that particular window. And then you can price that specific apartment accordingly. So what you're able to do is take that data, export it into an Excel spreadsheet, and then again, you can charge per square foot or per square meter accordingly. And that is absolutely key information, not only for reporting up to your manager, for example, but also assigning cost so you can build that into your project with a more successful outcome. And I'm going to show you a case study right now of how automation has been inputted in the design. So this here is how XD House have supported the consultant in terms of design automation. And we're going to use the case study of QA Airport, QA International Airport. So this here is QA International Airport. We were approached by a consultant who, from the concept stage, had been issued with basic design. And if we look at this slide right here, you can see these sort of reddish, orangish elements. Now, they're actually skylights. And within the skylights, you've got all these brass funnels, okay? And it was XD House's job to not only design these, but get them fabrication ready, okay? So it was quite a big task. You can see here there was 7,922 skylights on this project. We were thinking, oh my goodness, how are we going to do this? But with the power of automation, we cracked it. So what we did was we developed a standardized script, and you'll see this right in here with all those wiggly lines. We developed a standardized script that included the inputs that were given from the employer's requirements from the client. We inputted that into a script, which gave us the design, and we were able to add the relevant materialized information, etc. And anytime that the design changed. As we know, the client's needs are ever changing. As that design changed, we were able to input the change into the script, which generated the change in all those funnels. Now, can you imagine how long that would take to redesign 7,922 skylight funnels? It would be an absurd amount of time. So what we were able to do is, again, generate this script, which gave us the design of the funnels. Now, not only were we able to do that, which in itself is a brilliant achievement, but we were able to transfer all the metadata to Excel. This was for QA and QC, but also assisted with the final handover. Then we were able to automate the fabrication drawings. So we're able to take that drawing from Revit, put it all onto final sheets, and then transform the drawing to a format that the CNC machine could actually read. That all happened within around 5 minutes. That entire automation of taking the file format and changing it into something that the CNC machine could actually read. And that was a massive, massive breakthrough. Again, this is the final Kuwait International Airport, and this is it actually being installed on site. So you can see all of these here are actually the funnels being installed on site. So great success, we did it. I'm going to share with you right now actually some plugins that XD House have managed to develop. Now, this is where we have been supporting mainly consultants in their digital transformation, but also their design automation journey. So we've worked an awful lot with the likes of building facades like Kingspan, for example, just in order to find efficiencies within the design. We love an oddly shaped building, we really do. Anything that's a little bit strange, has a strange facade, that is our bread and butter. What we're able to do with our automated Revit plugins, and you can see along here, we've created an XD House builder with all these different little buttons, and they all do amazing things. One example is we automate the detailed roof modeling, and also we include the embedded metadata. And another brilliant feature of the XD House Builder is creating cut lists for fabrication as well, and also generating from the cut lists, generating those quantities, which again is really useful for your cost consultant or for your procurement team, in order to just take the data, take the quantities, and know how much this building is going to cost and how much time and resource you're going to need to put to it. This is a case study for Melbourne Quarter Tower, which is located within Australia. The scope was a DFMA building envelope, which is design for manufacture and assembly. And you can see here it has this really beautifully shaped roof. This was actually designed by XD House using one of our own Revit plugins. Again, it's a very complicated shaped roof. There was a lot of structural implications that had to go into this roof. In order to eliminate the manual drafting process, we created a automated script, which designed it for us, and then obviously it was checked later on. The last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was automation within landscape architecture. Now, this is actually an element which we found has been pretty overlooked, to be honest. Landscape seems to be the one discipline that is sort of an afterthought in quite a lot of projects, which is completely wrong in our opinion. We worked on a lot of large-scale landscape projects which could really use a lot of automation, and we were fortunate enough to work with a large-scale landscape contractor over in the Middle East, whereby we were able to do a bit of R&D on these landscape plugins. And as you can see, we've created an XD House landscape plugin for Revit ourselves. which has got, again, all these wonderful buttons that do wonderful things. These have all been customized based upon experience with our clients, and these have been widely used internally in order to, again, gain efficiency and eradicate that manual drafting process that a lot of our clients have been experiencing in recent years. I'll share one case study with you right now. We worked on a project, and it's actually here that you can see right now, whereby we were working on a project that had a lot of undulating topography. The client had planned to put a whole lot of trees on that undulating topography, and I'm speaking to those right now who tend to work in Revit. We were given a DWG of what they think where they think the trees should go. Again, it was a flat 2D DWG file. We created the tree family. However, to put all of those trees that the client had asked for on such an undulating topography, manually, that would have been a nightmare. So what we came up with is actually the first XD House Revit plugin that you see here, which is trees. And what it did was it identified the line type within DWG. It then assigned the particular Revit family tree. And with a click of a button, it placed all of those trees within the model, which was absolutely fantastic. However, we're placing trees on an undulating topography. So we were able to use align faces, either to surface or to topo if you had a topography within your Revit environment. And all we did was we selected all of those trees and we selected the surface, and it was able to place the bottom of all of those trees on the undulating topography. And I'll give you a visual example right now. So just to give you a quick introduction, again, this is the same project that I mentioned within the PowerPoint presentation. All we did was we embedded the CAD from the client, ensuring that the trees were given the correct line type, the correct layer type, should I say. We selected the CAD layer, which was either palms for palm trees or trees for other trees. We selected the CAD layer and we selected the floor. We selected the particular tree that we wanted, which again had been developed as a family within Revit, and we selected the reference level. It then planted around 600 trees onto our site, which was, again, a great success and saved us a heck of amount of time. Just another one we wanted to touch on was the Align Faces Revit plugin, which you're able to click on the floor, click on a particular surface, and then voila, it aligns your floor to a particular surface. Now, that might look quite novel, shall we say? However, it has had incredible implications in, again, placing trees, for example, to an undulating topography, or creating the topography itself within the Revit environment. It has been so useful. And again, that has come from knowledge within the industry, and it's come from liaising with our clients on a global scale. So it's not just us coming up with it, it's everyone. It's everyone on this call today. You all have incredible ideas and thoughts, and making the best use of automation that you can. As XD House, we really urge you to look for these automations. Okay, just a quick overview of our team. We are, again, considered a startup. We are a team of professionals who are absolutely in love with automation. We come from a vast experience from contracting, architecture, structural, and landscape as well. And again, we are here to automate the future and really push the boundaries of what is possible. As you can see on our screen right here, we are just one message away. We have offices over in Dubai and London as well. And if you're interested in automating your workflows, or just, again, fancy a discussion on automation within the AEC industry, you're more than welcome to give us a follow, show us some support within LinkedIn, and we'd be greatly happy to help you guys out. We wanted to thank the BIM Coordinator Summit for today, and we hope that you all enjoy the rest of your presentations. Thank you very much.